Clue Rivals Edition: How to Play. The object of this two-player game is to be the first player to correctly guess whodunit, with which weapon, and in which location in the room. Separate the weapons, suspects, and location cards into 3 separate decks and shuffle each deck face down. Without looking, remove 1 card from each deck and add it to the evidence folder. Shuffle all 3 decks together and deal out all the cards to the players. Players look at their own cards but keep them hidden from their opponent. Lay out the board and place a character token randomly on each suspect space. Place a weapon randomly on each weapon space. Each player chooses a pawn and places it on start. The youngest player goes first, then turns alternate. On your turn, roll the die, then move your pawn up to that many spaces. You may not move diagonally or travel through the same space multiple times on a single turn. You may not move onto or through the same space as your opponent's pawn. If you land on a character, weapon, or location space, these are called evidence spaces, then you must make a suggestion based on the evidence space you landed on and 1 other category of evidence. For example, if you landed on the Colonel Mustard space, you could suggest Colonel Mustard with the candlestick. If your opponent has an evidence card for either suggestion, they must lay it face up on the table in front of them. If they don't have either evidence, then they say so and do not reveal a card. Revealed cards remain face up on the table for the rest of the game. Your turn is now over and your opponent goes. Once you think you know who did it, with which weapon and where, then you must roll and move to the body outline space and make an accusation. If you are correct, then you win. If you are incorrect, then your opponent gets to guess. If they are correct, then they win. Otherwise, you both lose.